Call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. This is Bakayar Amana. Once again, coming back at you with another video concerning the wickedness of these goddamn devils, man. I mean, you have to understand the depths of Satan. Okay? These devils will not stop. Okay? They cannot be stopped. The only person that can stop them is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Alright? Who happens to be a Negro from the tribe of Judah. Because the only way you can be from the tribe of Judah or call yourself a Jew is that you are from the tribe of Judah. Judah consists of Negroes. Okay? You need to understand that. So the people that are over there pretending to be us took on the mantle of us while at the same time worshiping Satan. Saturnalia, where they worship Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, the planet Saturn. That's what the hat on their head is about. Okay, it's a rendition of the planet Saturn, where they have satanic power in their minds. The little swirlies, the little curly hairs on the side of their face when you see them, right? These so-called ish, because there's no such thing as being a Jew-ish. You're either going to be a Jew or you're not. There's no ish. That's bullshit. Okay, that's like calling a person white-ish, right? You're either white or you're not. There's no fucking white-ish. That didn't make any sense. And white people, so-called, are not. That is a social construct that was created in 1681, okay, to help put an end to white settlers, so-called, their women, the wives of these settlers, of these colonizers that started having sexual relations with the indigenous Americans that were here. Okay, against the will of their husbands, who at the time liked to pop little boys instead of their own women. You know, the women were shook and shocked that these brown, tawny, muscular, tall, long-haired men walk around with no shirt on, with muscles popping out all over the place. Just like now, today, if you see a young Negro man or young Indian man that's all nice and muscular, the chicks will flip the fuck out. Them white chicks. Immediately, all the goddamn time, man. Never fails. Okay? It just doesn't, man. So, in 1681, this social construct was created between black and white to put black on the indigenous population of Americans and on the slaves that they brought here on slave ships, as it is written in Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Right? Job 14 and 4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. You can't bring anything clean out of what these devils have done to the indigenous population of people that were here. They put them in a goddamn reservation, stole their land, and tell them that they're the goddamn criminals. Right? This is not our land. This was just like a bank for King David and King Solomon to go get gold and silver from. Deer, sheep, horses, bear, right? To get these things from. It was just a giant bank. North, South, and Central America. There was no one existed here. Okay? Nobody existed. Okay. Let's get it. Let's get 2nd Ezra. Okay, and then I'm gonna get to the video, okay? Salakia. Because I mean, you know, every time I think about it, I just get pissed off all over again. And then, what is it, next week or the week after next? Here come Thanksgiving. The fuck are you giving thanks for? Right? Okay, let's go to, where is it? 2nd Ezra, chapter 13. Yep, y'all know where I'm headed. Right? Verse 40. Right? Here we go. Let's see. Okay, yeah, let's start at verse 40. Because before then, it goes into a explanation of the death of the nations. But anyway, 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land. In the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so they came into another land. But, verse 41, they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. And that was Azareth, North, South, and Central America. These 3 continents, nobody dwelt here. Okay? But they knew of the information of this land for Hiram Abiff, who is a wayfaring sea captain of the shipping ports of Tyre and Sidon that were like North and South Africa, right, of the land of Canaan. Hiram Abiff was a Canaanite or Hamite, right? He wasn't us. That's the misconception a lot of these Edomites have. Well, black people sold black people into slavery. You're a goddamn lie. Black is a social construct that was created in order for you to put the moniker of black on us and make us look like evil, and then subject us to all types of evil and wickedness that we were subject to right away because of the sins of our flesh, because of the weakness of our flesh. And you provide us with the opportunity to commit sin, and there are no repercussions immediately, like it says in Ecclesiastes chapter I think it's Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 8, I think it is. No, it's Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11, I think it is. Right? Yeah, it was Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work, and the evil works that we were doing are evil works that we're doing right until this day to ourselves, because we don't fear the Most High God and we don't keep His commandments. For the most part, 2/3, the majority of our people, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, don't fear God and they don't keep His commandments, which is the whole duty of us as Israelites and the chosen people of the Most High. It's that simple. Okay? Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Right? Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before Him. Right? But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. See? So let's get back to 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 40. Right? Boom. Those are the 10 tribes, because 2 of the tribes, Judah and Benjamin, along with the Levite priests, are the southern tribe of the house of Israel. Okay? We're the southern kingdom. Okay? We went into captivity under King Nebuchadnezzar, right? And Daniel the prophet, right? Okay, and then the three holy children, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? Supposedly, which were Babylonian names for Mishael, Aziel, and I forget their name, the old boy's name, but it's all good. My point being is that you can't bring one clean thing out of an unclean, not one. Okay, you can't. Job chapter 14 verse 4. So they really mistreated these people, man. Okay, Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea, whom Salmanasar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so they came into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen, okay, Hamites, Canaanites, the white, so-called white man, right? The Moabites, the Ammonites, which are the Japanese and the Chinese, the children of Lot, right? The Philistines, the so-called Palestinians today, the Arabs, right? So-called mixed mongrel or mingled people, right? And to go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes, right? To keep the law, fear God and keep his commandments, right? Where they could practice rehearsing the righteous acts found in Judges chapter 5, verse 11, right? Which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river, right? For the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Azareth. Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come. Now they that shall begin to come are us, the Negroes that were brought over here on slave ships off the west coast of Africa. So now you have all of the 12 tribes together in Babylon the Great. That's what the Most High was waiting for, to pick 12,000 out of each of the 12 tribes and save them and the elect, which more than likely probably their families. Okay? Okay? It's that simple, man. And only out of that elect, out of those individuals that rehearse the righteous acts to keep their statutes, right? Those are the only people that are going to be saved. Anyways. Okay, 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 48. But those that be left behind of thy people are they that are found within my borders. Verse 49. Now when he destroyeth the multitude of the nations that are gathered together, he shall defend his people that remain. And then shall he show them great wonders. Okay, so that goes off into spiritual power. Once the 144,000 are elected, okay, they're going to receive spiritual power from the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the creator of the heavens, the earth, the sea, all that is therein in the foundations of water. Okay? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? He made us. We didn't make him. He's not a made-up invisible spook in the sky. Okay? You fucking people are insane. Right? So, I mean, these devils are done, man. They gotta go. But anyway, let's.
What was the Native American Removal Act? What is the historical context in which it occurred? What impact did it have on future generations? All these questions and more will be addressed in this video. If you enjoy this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for additional content. The Native American Removal Act, passed by the United States Congress in 1830, was aimed at the relocation of indigenous peoples from southeastern parts of the country to lands west of the Mississippi River. The act was a response to the growing number of settlers who sought to expand into the lands occupied by Native Americans. The act authorized the U.S. president to negotiate treaties with tribes in the southeast to trade their lands for lands in the west. The relocation process, known as the Trail of Tears, resulted in the forced relocation of thousands of Native Americans, many of whom died from exposure, disease, and starvation. The act caused widespread suffering and loss of life among the indigenous populations, who were forcibly removed from their ancestral lands and required to make a difficult journey to the west. The relocation process was brutal, with many Native Americans losing their homes, possessions, and loved ones along the way. The impact of the Native American Removal Act was long-lasting and far-reaching. The loss of land and resources caused widespread poverty and unemployment among Native American communities, and many lost touch.
Right. Yeah, we lost touch with our power. The Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, over generations and generations of trying to practice and keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and yet fail over and over and over and over again. That's how our people had got mixed up with Quetzalcoatl and all of these other false gods. Because back then, when we had decided to come, or the indigenous population of people decided to come over here to Azareth to live, okay, the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai blessed it. And he put landmarks that were put on here. Here, look, let's go get it. Landmarks. Yeah, because he put landmarks here for us. Alrighty. Landmarks. Let me type that in right quick. Landmarks. That brother's landmark. Okay. Here it is. Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 14. Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmark, which they of old time have set in thine inheritance, which thou shalt inherit in the land that the Lord thy God, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, giveth thee to possess it. So they came over here, North, South, and Central America, to possess this land that the Lord the Most High gave them. Cursed be he that removeth his neighbor's landmark, and all the people shall say, Amen. That's what these goddamn Edomites, these devils have done. Proverbs 22 and 28, remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set. Right? Okay. And this is what they've done. Right? Now, let's go off into the Los Luna stone as far as the landmarks. Los Luna stone. Boom. The Decalogue stone. Okay. The Los Lunas Decalogue stone, okay, is a so-called a hoax associated with a large boulder on the side of a hidden mountain near Los Lunas, New Mexico, about 35 miles south of Albuquerque, that bears a 9-line inscription carved into a flat panel. See, they removed it. Okay. The stone is also known as the Los Lunas Mystery Stone or Commandment Rock because it has the law, statutes, and commandments cut into the limestone of that rock on the side of a mountain. And white men, trying to do whatever he could to remove the landmark, tried to scrape out the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Okay? They tried to scrape this. If you read it from right to left at the beginning, you would find that these are all the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. The 10 Commandments. These are the 10 Commandments right here. See how they're originally written in the ancient Hebrew language? See? This is a landmark of the indigenous population of people that were here, man. The stone has gained notoriety in that some claim the inscription is pre-Columbian. Get the fuck out of here. See what I mean? And therefore, proof of early Semitic contact with the Americas. Whatever, man. These people, I mean, they got a goddamn explanation for everything, man, when all of the truth are hidden within the biblical scriptures. Okay, however, the Paleo-Hebrew script, which is closely related to the Phoenician script, right, was known to scholars by at least 1870, thus not precluding the possibility of a modern hoax. Whatever, man. You see what I'm saying? They'll do any goddamn thing to disprove us, okay, and to disprove the children of Israel that came here. They're trying to say that the children of Israel don't exist. Okay. See? Right? Gordon regards the Byzantine period as the most likely for the inscription. The Samaritan alphabet is a direct descendant of the Paleo-Hebrew alphabet. See anything, man. You know, anything to try. This is what, okay, Lost Lunar Stone is often grouped with the Heavener Ruined Stone, Kensington Ruined Stone, Digton Rot, or Newport Tower as examples of American landmarks with disputed provenances. Other disputed American Hebrew inscriptions include the Smithsonian Institution's Bat Creek inscription and the Newark, Ohio Decalogue Stone, Keystone, and Johnson Bradner Stone. Okay. What the hell is this thing? I'm not going to give you anything. The Bat Creek inscription is an inscribed stone tablet found by John W. Emert on February 14, 1889. Emert claimed to have found the tablet in Tipton Mound 3 during an excavation of Hopewell Mounds in Loudoun County, Tennessee. This excavation was part of a larger series of excavations that aimed to clarify the controversy regarding who is responsible for building the various mounds found in the eastern United States. See? Once again, Paleo-Hebrew language, and they saying that it's a hoax. The people, they won't understand that. These goddamn Edomites will not allow them to accept the fact that they are not God's chosen people. They are the Edomites. They're trying to hide from their true identity as the devil the Bible speaks of. And they're trying to remove the landmarks. Look, that's ancient Phoenician Hebrew, man. Okay. I ought to go and get my Phoenician book and try to see if I can decipher it right quick. Sons of bitches. Goddamn crackers, man. They're always up to doing something evil, man. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, man. Right? This is the Bat Creek Stone. And it has ancient Phoenician Hebrew in it. You got Yah, Ha, Wa. Right, that's the Father's name right there. Big as shit. Man, see, fuck these bastards, man. Come on, man. They anything, man. And then in the National Museum of History, they even had a television excerpt from the Glenn Beck show, who used to work for CNN or C-SPAN or one of them, and they fired him because he found out this information, man. They fired him because he put 2 and 2 together in front of the entire world. Right? See, the European settler colonialism is what they tried to do and change everything. North America has a vast and significant history, a rich history that belongs to sophisticated Native American civilizations and predates the introduction of European settler colonialism. See, it predates the goddamn white man being over here, man. These motherfucking devils cannot accept that, man. Okay, come down here. These acts are a form of cultural genocide by European colonizers, which enabled settlers to make way for the movement of the new Americans into the western frontier. Right? The forced removal of native peoples from their land and the severing of native people from their heritage was partially enacted by destroying indigenous pyramid mounds and the creation of the myth of the mounds. See? They tell you that they deliberately destroyed these people, man. They removed these people. Okay. See? It proves the erasure, right? What does it say? It proves the erasure of Native American ties to their cultural landscapes. Okay, so they tried to scratch the shit out, man, and then come up with some goddamn mythological bullshit. See, this is, man, you can go to Wikipedia and read about Bat Creek Stone on what they've done, man. Okay, so yeah, these goddamn devils have got to pay for the bullshit that they've done, man. They got to. I'm gonna take me a picture, man, before they. Okay, whatever. That's fine. All right. So let's get back to the video, man.
Touch with their cultural traditions and history. The act is widely considered one of the most inhumane actions taken by the U.S. government against its indigenous peoples and is remembered as a dark chapter in American history. In recent years, there have been efforts to acknowledge the wrongs of the past and to improve the lives of Native Americans. Many tribes have been able to reclaim their ancestral lands, and there have been efforts to improve education and economic opportunities for Native American communities.
That's a lie. That's a goddamn lie, man. They don't do nothing for the reservations or the Native American communities. They're trying to still run these people off that land because they know that there's oil underneath that land and there's gold underneath that land. Silver and all the different things that they need underneath that land. But based on the fact that they signed treaties with the indigenous population of people, which stops these goddamn Edomites from Salakia straight up taking the land from the people, okay, they have to be politically correct about it. So how do you forcibly force somebody off their land? You shut off the water, you shut off the electricity, you make it hard to get a job, you make it hard for education, or whatever you need to do, okay, and you make it hard to live on that land. Very motherfucking difficult. And you do it deliberately and on purpose in order to persuade them subconsciously to leave that land for better opportunities elsewhere. That way they can just go in and buy the land for dirt cheap and dig as much as they want, man. These people have the same goddamn playbook. They do the same goddamn thing. They did the same thing to North Carolina, right? When they flooded out the area with their weaponized when they weaponized the fucking weather, okay, of those 2 hurricanes they had going down through there. Okay, they seeded the clouds with specific chemicals, okay, and then they waited and allowed the clouds to come together with the chemicals, and then they could electrify the clouds, use electricity using the HAARP device, and they could control the clouds, moving it back and forth to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do, and move it out back over the ocean where it gathered their strength, right, and then move it over land and cause a flood. That takes care of 2 things. It gets rid of all of the individuals that are doomsday preppers that bought land, that live in the mountains, that live in the hills now. Okay? They don't pay any property tax or nothing. They just paid their property. It's over. It's paid over. There's no monthly rent, nothing. They're buying homes off of Amazon for like 50, 60 grand and build a house up there on that land. They ain't got no monthly mortgage payment. They ain't got no property tax, nothing. They can live off the fucking land because they're hunters already. See what I'm saying? The water's clean because it's coming directly off the fucking mountains. So you don't have to worry about bottled water and micronized, particleized plastics being put in your water. You know, with not sodium pentothal, but what is it? Sodium fluoride that they put in the fucking water to try to make it clean and drinkable. If that a bitch? And this is what they do to the indigenous population of people's land. And plus, that's what they do to the neighborhoods where the so-called Negroes live. Okay, real shit. Okay, and in the barrio, in the Latinos where they live. Salakia. Okay, Salakia, everybody. So, but anyway, let's get back to the video.
Despite these efforts, the legacy of the Native American Removal Act continues to be felt by Native American communities today. Thank you for watching 2 Minute History. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. You can also view
See? And then that's the thing about it, man. With these goddamn devils, man, they can't change, man. They went and they removed all these people from their Native American land that it was God-given by the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. It was given to them by the Most High. He even made sure that the oceans were completely made like glass so they could row over here. Okay? He made it to where that they could even eat. They even had enough food, okay, to get here. They went to South America. They traveled up through the Horn of South America to Central America and through Central America to North America. And here they dwelt over here for what, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years. Okay? Without any influence of the goddamn European colonizers, aka the so-called white man the devil the Bible speaks of. Okay? And they lived here for thousands of fucking years, and then all of a sudden here come the white man and put them off their land. Take every goddamn thing. See? So the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy these devils for what they've done, man. It's just that's the reason why Babylon the Great is failing at every goddamn turn. Right? Let's go to Job. Job chapter 18. Verse 5. Yep, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. Right? The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. Verse 7. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. And that's what's happening. His own counsel is casting him down. That's the reason why Donald Trump wants to do everything he can, right? Under a Project 2025 and under an autocratic rule, okay, is to check under the Sedition Act or the Alien Enemies Act of Sedition of 1798. By enacting that, he'd be able to check free press, he'd be able to check freedom of speech, and keep everything in check. Because if anyone has anything negative to say about the government, right, he'll just shut it down. You see what I'm saying? That's going to bring in the famine of the word. Right? Let's go get it. Amos, Salakia. Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Right? So that's the Alien Enemies Sedition Act of 1798 that Donald Trump, president-elect, who's going to become president, is what he wants to do. Okay? And they're going to be real subtle about it, using gradualism and pulling the wool over the eyes of all of these so-called Proud Boys, neo-Nazis, and all these white supremacist groups. That way he can group them all together and put them, everybody in a goddamn FEMA camp. Right? Because this motherfucker's, the bottom line agenda is that he works for the World Economic Forum. That's the fucking bottom line. He is friends with Klaus Schwab. Okay? Who is a gay homosexual German philanthropist. Okay? That thinks that an unelected official, that nobody put this motherfucker in office, but he, just like Bill Gates, okay, is telling everybody in the fucking world what they can and what they cannot do. You will own nothing and be happy? You kiss my ass. Okay? They're taking from the same playbook as the European colonizers did to the indigenous population of people that were already here. They're taking a page out of that playbook to do the same goddamn thing to everybody on a global scale now. It's not just the brown and melanated and dark-skinned peoples of the world. Everybody's included now. Fuck you. They don't want you to own nothing. Your house, your car, nothing. They want you to start all over and put tokens on it. Well, how many tokens per month do you own for this? Well, how much universal basic income do you have for that? You know? And then under martial law, under certain executive orders, he could put your ass on a work brigade and make you make weapons for World War III against your fucking will if you want to stay alive. And the only way they can keep track of your ass, that you get paid with that universal basic income, is to have the radio frequency identification microprocessor subcutaneously implanted underneath your skin against your will. Okay? That's what they want to do, but they have to do it willingly, or else it won't work. So, what are they going to do? Cut off the water, cut off your electricity, cut off your food sources, cut off your hospitalization, your medication, your pharmaceuticals, okay, and watch America tear itself apart from within. Like Baron Zemo said on Captain America Civil War, that movie with Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson and Robert Downey Jr. and Mark Ruffalo and the one brother that had died of cancer playing the Black Panther and all the rest of it, and Sebastian Shaw and all of the what movie I'm talking about with all the different characters and yeah. Okay. Baron Zemo said, if you destroy a civilization or a society from without, it can rebuild itself. But if that society or civilization is destroyed and crumbles from within, it simply dies. It'll never return. And this is what the fuck the plan is of these devils. Okay? I mean, come on, man. They've been doing this shit for years. And they put this on and cowboys and Indian movies every Saturday and every Sunday on the American Movie Channel. Of European colonizers using the motherfucking military headed by John fucking Wayne, one of the most racist movie actors that have ever existed outside of goddamn Elvis Presley. Okay, racist as fuck, hate you, you black, you're Latino, you're Indian, fuck you, hate you, get you, die off already, right? Make movies every week since the 1940s, the 1930s, all the way up until the goddamn 1970s and even beyond, okay, making movies about how the European colonizers took the land from the indigenous population of people. I mean, these motherfuckers have got a lot to pay for, man. It just don't make a lot of sense that people still don't get it. But anyway, I got to get off the phone. Shalom.